Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paper Going.
I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour salute. And we barely, I think we were a second late. I got to be honest with you.
At least.
It was brutal. And we had.
It was Brugal, but it was brutal.
We had Brugal as the shot today. And it was brutal. And us coming in late was brutal.
All right. Awesome. AJ is in the house first out the box. How you doing?
Well, these two slackers are up today. World domination or the shots hit M&M too hard. And they'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Danny Daniel's in the house. How's it going?
Thank you for being a member.
Triple F is here.
Thank you for being a member.
Danny Dave, like always.
Thank you for being a member.
Hey.
Thank you. Oh,
Delightful
hold on 1 second.
Delightful Dawn.
First, thank you for being a member. And second, Dawn, if it's okay, I will be giving you not a homework assignment because it's to be done during the show. There's a story I'm going to reference, and I'm going to need you to find a link if possible. Just want to let you know in advance. You can tell me no should you wish.
Awesome Antiquarians here, like always. Jazzy Jeff, how you doing? Awesome Adrian, how you doing?
Thank you for being a member.
Nice Manette's here, like always.
Thank you for being a member.
And we might be ready.
All righty. Let us start off the show as we always do, asking how sales were. Take it away, Mr. Magazine.
All right. I think I'm going to rank my sales for this last week.
From worst to best.
Oh, really?
Okay, best to worst.
Amazon.
Okay.
The website.
Okay.
The DVD site.
Okay.
Whatnot.
Okay.
And eBay is crap.
Wait, how did eBay get passed by Whatnot?
we're killing it on Whatnot. It's amazing. I don't know what's going on, but I'm loving it. I hired my niece. I'm going to start doing Whatnots. Yeah, I wish I did this a year ago. I'd probably be out of debt.
If only somebody had told you.
Yeah, that old crystal ball. Marvelous Mike. Oh, hold on. We can't. Marvelous Michael's in the house, but how about your sales?
Oh, we're going to ask the chat, and thank you for being a member. Okay. Right. Oh, there you go.
There you go. Marvelous Mr. Hot Wheels, how you doing? And we're ready for your sales.
All right. Nobody out there apparently they're like trying to look up the word sales. That might be what they're doing out over there.
Or they can't think of a word bad enough.
Last week I sold $200 in postcards to a buyer on eBay, and today about the same to one buyer on District. Oh, there you go. Right, very good.
Cool. Yeah, good is
very
good.
Who do you sell under on District? Sales on the uptick, not great, but feeling optimistic about November, December.
All right, good to know. Yeah,
optimistic. Nice. I did get reached out to by one subscriber and during my Whatnot show. And he was saying that the sales on eBay, well, he actually called it the other E site, were atrocious. Just absolutely terrible. Absolutely nothing going on. Buyer canceled a $400 order. Oh, those hurt.
Yeah, I get them sometimes. It's annoying.
Those hurt.
Or multiple cancels equaling 400.
On my own marketplace. Oh, wow. Nice. Ouch, that hurts.
Yeah.
So my sales, everything's going good. eBay is actually good. I can't complain. I think I'm one of the few people that eBay is doing well for right now.
Well, I think it helps you with the unique stuff that you have, those oddball ephemera stuff. They're not going to find two on there. I think that definitely has to help you.
Well, and I think part of it too, and we actually did a video, we do a studio video beforehand, and I've been hand-holding a lot of buyers, and I think that's helping as well. I'm kind of really going the extra mile to try to make the sale because I know a lot of people are not doing very well.
Well, we got famous flying disc in the house. How you doing?
Yeah. Yep, that's that one, Don. Yep.
Oh, local Mike, how's it going?
Formal attire, Mr. Magazine with the hoodie and Paper Going with the untied tie. Oh, that's so 2022.
I just bought a Yankee hoodie the other day. I went to Aunt Annie's to pick up some pretzels, and it was like a 5-10 minute wait. So I walked across to Premier Sports, got a Yankee hoodie. I wanted to wear it tonight, but I couldn't find it.
None of them are sponsors, but should they wish to be,
of course.
So yeah, I cannot complain about my sales. I'm rather happy. Promoted were 27 out of 47. So we're going about 60%. That's a little higher than usual.
Nice.
Offers 101 old, 277 total offers. Last year we had 108. So I mean we're going 2.5 times the number of offers. So definitely listing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. eBay knows you're retired.
Whatnot famous for sure, doing great. There you go.
Can't argue with that.
Tire paper go, he doesn't need tire. Exactly. Absolutely not.
Every day's a dress down day for you.
Yes, it is. One item sold on $million Peddlers, one item sold on Vivs-Views, and 4 items sold over on Etsy.
Nice.
So, but the Vivs-Views postcard, never guess where I offered it at first.
What not?
I did. And everybody there laughed at me and said, who's going to buy an RPPC of kids swimming? What a piece of garbage. And I said, okay.
Garbage. Was it floating garbage?
It was a piece of floating garbage. And they didn't want it. And then I brought it over to eBay and it sold within like 2 days. How about buys? Anybody out there buying anything?
Well, for me, I'm saving my money for Aaron. He's driving all over the country. Now he's going to Georgia. We keep getting these pop-up deals. Like guys emailing me, hey, I got this DVD collection, magazine collection, and we'll work it out. One guy's splitting it up every week. He's going to ship a bunch. I pay him, installments. He was going to fly to Georgia.
Who was?
Aaron.
Okay.
Pick up this DVD deal, great deal, and then drive it back, rent a truck, get an Uber and all that. He goes, but then you know what? It's going to be a pain with the airport. There's delays. It's down south. So he goes, let me just rent a truck. It'll be easy peasy. He goes down, drives to Georgia, drives to New York, and then back to Michigan. So,
if that's what he wants to do,
it's the deal is good enough where even spending thousands of dollars on travel, it's still worth it. So I can't argue. But we have a big deal coming up in California where I had to rent a trucking company. So it's going to be end of November, early December. And hopefully we can do the next deal, which is in Oregon and in Washington with an 18-wheeler, but not till hopefully January.
Yep.
That's all I got going right now. How about you? I know you're pretty busy. I saw your basement. And I don't know if you call it a basement or just like Hoard Fest.
My sales have been floating garbage, except for the one guy in Spain who bought 11 print ads from me over the weekend. No buys this week.
Nice.
Wow. Well, we've got a deal in the works with somebody, so we got to finalize that, and we'll let you guys know about that. Mr. Magazine and I are going in partners on something, probably. Spent a lot today on quality postcards, the Ithaca Antique Mall. Some will be coming to Whatnot. Nice.
Good stuff.
Other than that, I did do some buys this past week. Let me see. So I went out. Okay, this was an uncomfortable house call in that, well, the guy was really, really nice, a nice guy, and he wanted the stuff gone, and I knew I was paying $10 a box. I ended up giving him $15 a box because I took 2 boxes, but they were overflowing. So I said, something, I'll just give him 30 because it's really more than a box each. There's more than 2 boxes I bought.
Sure.
So I gave him 30, but not the part of Spain that got, oof. Well, you know what they say? The rain in Spain flows mainly down the drains.
Oh, is it okay?
No, I don't know. That's what I say.
The plane.
That's what I say.
Look, the plane.
Indeed. Oh, and you do the Canadian way of spelling color too. But the guy would sit there. He brings down to his bookcase and he goes, okay, I've got all some war books there. I've got all drag racing books there. I got all this kind of books there. That. And I bought some really nice stuff for Whatnot. No doubt at all about it.
Yeah.
But he was sitting there the entire time. Well, what book did you just take?
No.
That's a really, he wanted all gone.
Yeah, the old stocking stuff. Yeah.
But, what book did you take? Oh, that's a really good, that's an interesting story.
Are there any bad ones there?
No, apparently not.
That's a crappy story. It's crappy.
I know, Don. I know. But so I was kind of just weirded out because it's like, I don't really want you looking at every single book that I'm taking. Not that I care. They're your books and you have the right to do it, but I don't really want to be every single book I'm buying being critiqued.
Super Stevens in the house. How's it going?
But, so that was good. On the way back from that, I went to an estate sale and they had a Captain America. I told Mr. Magazine this story. They had a Captain America 117, first appearance of the Falcon. And they wanted $100 on it. In condition, it's about a $125 book. And I'm like, maybe I'll buy it. Maybe I won't. I don't really need it. Then down in the basement, I found a $100 book for $3. And I found a $50 book for $3. And I said, I'll buy that Captain America at that point because those 2 books will sell and they'll pay for the Captain America. So in my head, I got $6 into the Captain America.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
So can't argue with that.
Cool Kelly's here.
Selling and Whatnot for giving Dave so much grief on it.
I wish I did it earlier. I think I'm going to bite the bullet and do some myself as well at some point. Maybe in the next few weeks after my kid gets done with football season. So I'll have more time on my hands.
Then I went to a church sale in Greece that I found when I was literally just driving by, but they didn't have anything over there. Did go to a house call, which I get the item of the week out of. all kinds of art books and art magazines and stuff like that over there.
Any art, Carney?
Not that I saw.
Okay.
They did have some. They
art
did have
shell.
some. They did have some big chests. I didn't open them up. Art Carney may have been lying in one of them. I'm not really sure.
Nice.
But maybe. But so I ended up spent $100 over there on some books as well. And then there was another house call, a lady going into assisted living sometime soon, and she needed the books gone. So she didn't even care what I gave her. I gave her $20 for a couple of boxes. And then right literally across the street from that house call was an estate sale. Jeez. That I went to, bought a few things. And then I reached out to the estate sale guy and bought some more stuff on Sunday or Saturday. So yeah, been busy. And I went to the Rare Book Show in Buffalo, which I'll tell you about a little later in the rambling story of the week. So we've been busy. Niche. Glitch of the week. Well, Whatnot did the thing again yesterday where you couldn't see the show. You could just see my preview video. So I had to restart my phone. So now what I'm doing is I'm restarting my phone before each show just to be safe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thousand Islands is beautiful. I went up there for the first time this past year. It's beautiful. The Whatnot show on Thursday, I actually reached out to Mr. Magazine to tell him it was glitching. The whole site crashed Thursday afternoon. I had holiday postcard auction, and the whole site crashed, just completely crashed. Would not load my catalog. I couldn't do anything whatsoever. And it wasn't just me. It was across site-wide. So that was a pretty bad crash. Everybody was complaining on Thursday. Been finding a big problem on eBay. You know how eBay's pushing item specifics?
Yeah.
You fill in all the item specifics, you list it, and they don't take.
Nice.
The next item, it's like, before you change anything, it's like, you should put this year and this date in. And I'm like, I already clicked that last time. I did that last time. So they're dropping them. So it's like, eBay, you're telling us item specifics are so important.
Yeah, right.
And then you screw them up on me.
Glitch fest.
Then I was trying to buy something on eBay. It just kept giving me captcha after captcha after captcha. Click on the 3 panda bears. Click on the 3 panda bears. And I just had to keep going. Turns out my payment processed anyway.
Right.
But it just kept giving me captchas. And then the eBay also had it where it wouldn't let me send offers out. It just kept circling and circling and circling when it came time to send offers out. So eBay has been all screwed up. Did you notice that Amazon looks a little bit different now, the order page?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because the first day it happened, my screen at the shop is gigantic, but it's not sized properly to a normal screen. So I didn't see the drop down. I'm like, what the heck? Because I printed the first one, just the label came out. So I had to go into the orders. I was clicking on the orders first and then printing from there. And then once I got to the warehouse, the screen was different. I saw the drop down. So but it's one extra step you got to do now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Triple J's here.
Triple J's in the house. How's it going? Yeah, my apologies.
Well, we did start late. We honestly did start 3 seconds late. We were giving you time.
Exactly.
$150 worth of comics.
That's always good.
Yeah, can't argue with that. I added the Captain America to my personal collection. With all the yeah, right.
Who's down with OPPS? I mean, really.
That's true. Good point. My sales are horrific. Many days no sale, one sale if I'm lucky. I have 10,000 vintage listings. Ouch.
Crazy. That's eBay rough. For you.
Horrific. Let us know if you do, Don. We live 100 miles from there. You are. Site changes. I'm sure we all saw the shipping prices went up. And it's brutal.
Ground Advantage.
Went up.
Yeah.
Went up big time.
For sure.
Now suddenly media mail's cheaper again than Ground Advantage is.
Well, I kept checking the weights and stuff. Well, this doesn't seem right. And I'm like, wow, that's a lot now.
Yeah, it is.
It's crazy.
It definitely is. Finally caught up. Sales were decent for a few days. Today at a cool $12. No buys for obvious reasons. I'm just trying to keep listing.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, I'm doing all the buys, but because I'm getting good stuff, such as this week's item of the week. Okay, this is a story magazine. Generally speaking, not a magazine you should buy. I went to the sale or a house call out in Brighton. I was the third dealer out there. a dealer we both know was out there first, or maybe other people there beforehand as well.
Yeah.
He was out there first. When I showed up, there was a book dealer going through stuff already, and he was 3 rooms ahead of me. So he was buying everything that he wanted. So I was at least the 3rd dealer to go through it.
Right.
They had a box of these. Oh, well, that's very cool, Antiquarian.
Yeah.
They had a box of these story magazines. So I'm like, I know I'm paying $10 to $15 a box. They got a whole box full of these from the 30s. I'll take the whole box.
Yeah.
Took the whole box, put it downstairs. They didn't care. They wanted it gone.
And they're bagged.
No, this I bagged myself
Oh,
because of what it is.
Okay.
Who is that right there, Mr. Magazine?
J.D. Salinger.
This is the first published work by J.D. Salinger is in here.
Wow.
10 years before Catcher in the Rye. This is the story magazine from March 1940. If you ever find this, this is a $500 magazine.
Ooh.
I had no idea that this was in there, obviously, or I would think the other 2 dealers didn't know it was in there either.
Right.
That's why you buy bulk lots. I do have this set to go up on eBay. If it doesn't sell, I may keep it because I think it's really, really cool as the first J.D. Salinger.
Yeah.
Or I may just keep it up on eBay at the $500 and not take any offers other than below $450 or something like that, because I think it's really, really a good item. A very, very cool piece.
Are they regularly on eBay or no?
No, there's 2 on A books, one for $475 and one for $5 25, something other like that.
Very good.
So, yep. Story magazine, 1940, March 1940, first published work of J.D. Salinger. You're welcome. Some dirtbag offered me $1 and $200. Oh, oh.
Cool Carl's in the house. How's it going?
My Little Pony G1 figures. I've been singing the theme song all day. Hey, there you go. It's an amazing find. And Aquarian. Holy moly. Yeah. eBay asked me if I wanted to add insurance to media mail when I created a label today. Hopefully that won't. Oh, yeah. If you got to click that every time. Yeah. It was $500 because this morning's member video. There you go, Don. See?
Nice.
Oh, look at Don giving some promotion here for the members. If you're not a member, yeah, definitely want to become one. You get things early. You get things in advance. Yeah, that was a nice find right there. B.F. Skinner's senior yearbook for $250. Wow, that is awesome too. What college? No, not if I can ask. The worst 4th quarter. Oh, hold on. $3. Hold on. I'm not going to fall for American. I'm not going to fall for that. I know Carl and Don offered me $3. Turned out to be Canadian last time.
It's terrible.
It is terrible.
So insulting.
Speaking of insulting, the insulting offer of the week. Mr. Magazine really didn't. Hamilton. Okay, very good to know. Mr. Magazine didn't send any insulting offers this week, so he must be selling everything.
No, I didn't even get any sales hardly.
The only one I had was Hammond's $1 Million Pure ad card from Atlantic City from 1940s. Ooh, 3 loonies. 2424. I got offered $5 on it. Now, this is an ad card that was put out every day. So it's like an ad thing telling you what the events of the day are. And this was, I don't know, December 21st, 1951 or something like that.
Yeah.
If it's not the only one in existence, it's pretty darn close.
Sure.
To be offered $5 on that, I started to write the guy a long note about basically why he was insulting me. And I just said, something, the heck with it.
Exactly.
I deleted it and just did not accept his offer. A toonie and a loony. Countdown to Brimfield.
You need more stuff. So,
we went backwards this week. I will admit we did go backwards this week. Plenty of time, and I'm sure sales will be less and less over the holidays. I've been talking to the estate sale dealers. They're all starting to slow down. By the way, we have 2 estate sale dealers that will be coming on. They both have told me so. They're just waiting for things to slow down. So that should be interesting as well.
If you did a house sale at $2 an item, no matter what it was, close your eyes, you'd probably make if you sold everything $100,000.
Well, given I have 100,000 unlisted items,
so you get 200,000.
I would make money.
Yeah.
Got a new thing we're going to try over here. So one of the big things that I do over at Whatnot is at 20 past the hour, Homer and Jethro's Confucius joke of the day. I have a Homer and Jethro's Confucius book sponsored by Cornflakes, by the way. Really bad humor from the 1960s. Well, what I'm going to do is every week, I'm going to bring you the best joke that they had for the week. Okay. So if you want to hear other great jokes like this, come on over at 20 past the hour at any Paperboy auction.
So this is rambling joke of the week.
It's not that long. Cornfucius joke of the week. Cornfucius definition. Mr. Magazine.
Yes.
What is the definition of a practical nurse? Now you got to be looking at McMahon and go, practical nurse? What is the definition of a practical nurse?
There's no such thing.
Practical nurse.
Practical nurse.
There you go. Oh, a practical nurse is a nurse who marries a rich patient. That was the Cornfucius joke of the week. So tune in at 20 past the hour and you'll get a great joke like that.
We just lost 12 subscribers.
And nobody's coming to my whatnot anymore. Practical nurse. See, that's how you got to say it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did you
makes it so much better.
Did you ever watch
I did.
Then you got to go, ha, 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 ha. Do I have to play both parts?
No, I liked that. It was fun back in the day.
Why did I just take whatnot? I don't understand.
Exactly.
Marriage to rich patients. Customer issues. Mr. Magazine had somebody. Please do not send me any offers on your photos. I do not have the time to decline them all. I am only looking at your photos because they are forcing me to view them due to adult content. If I could see all your photos on your site without clicking on them, I would. Thanks. Better than the German. Yes. Yeah. So the Germinate one today was what is Germinate to become a German or something dumb like that. It was really dumb today.
Ooh, and I don't mean for Halloween.
Because she's practical. She married a rich patient. She was practical. Why work? Just marry some rich guy. The problem with this customer is there's really no way. I mean, he has to stop watching items when you get down to it.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who the offers are going out to. You just don't until after they've gone out. So there's really no way to do that. Exactly. Tough life this guy's got.
Must be retired.
So a guy contacted me on an item that I had. It was a zombie art item. Hi, we purchased directly from the artist years ago for very little, and we matted it as well. Sold on Heritage, I believe. Nice piece and would like to have it back. You are asking a lot. What are your thoughts? So I responded to him. Sensitivity training. There you are. I responded to him and I said, I actually bought that on Heritage. That's where I got it from. And you know what I paid for it. I said, and I would be willing to listen to an offer, taking into account the fact that you know what I paid for it, plus a buyer's premium, plus shipping from Heritage.
Yeah.
Plus I'm shipping it to you. Plus I'm paying eBay fees.
Right.
Plus. I ended up paying $100 for it. He ended up making me a $300 offer. I said, that's reasonable. That's fair. Lets me make some money. So it was good for him. Good for both of us there. Is the HR department. So I told him exactly. Practical nurse. Mr. Magazine had a guy about a Lassie VHS. Dear Mr. Magazine, my question is, do you own a TV VCR remote control? Does the VHS have any preview sneak peeks trailers? I'm talking about the Paramount logo that has the Coming Attractions logo and the Paramount logo that has the feature presentation logo. With the warning screen variant, let me know that you did get the message. I do thank you for your time.
If I'm not mistaken, it's like a $10 movie.
So he basically wants you to play that movie to tell him whether it has, which Paramount thing it has.
Right.
For $10, you can buy it and play it yourself, dude.
Exactly.
Then I had a guy reach out to me. I had a roller coaster magazine up. Does this magazine, it's a amusement park magazine, does this magazine have anything for the amusement parks in Minnesota? I go, no. He goes, really? Page 12 has. Oh, I'm sorry. It was early morning. Let me check again. Yeah, it does. I posted page 12. The guy never bought it. It's like, dude, you're ruining it for everybody. That's why people say no.
Right.
Because they go through all this trouble. They pull the magazine out. They put it up. And then you don't buy it.
Wasn't it cover a roller coaster?
Yeah, amusement park or something, yeah.
If it was a roller coaster, imagine if they thought they were buying the roller coaster.
Yeah, people do things like that.
Exactly.
People do things. If you actually answered it, yep, that's what they ruin it for everybody on that kind of thing. Hello, nurse. Then, do you remember last week where Mr. Magazine? Well, you don't, but everybody else may. Who Mr. Magazine had the buyer who said he didn't like other people bidding on items that he wanted.
Oh, yeah.
He responded again, I really wish you can keep your buyers off me. So if anybody out there is bidding against this gentleman, public service, could you please not bid against him? He wants to win the items.
He joined the website because he signed up for the website to be on the list or whatever. So he can buy on there now. And he said the same thing. I go, what do you just buy it? It's there. Buy it. You don't have to compete or bid. If you want it, it's for sale. Just buy it.
Yeah,
20% off. Buy it.
Yeah, buy it, but don't wait.
Yeah,
because if you wait, somebody else.
It's a little more on the website, but you get the 20% off. So it's around the same price for eBay. It's crazy.
Speaking of Halloween, have you ever heard of Barge Damon, the vampire from Syracuse's Channel 9? I have not.
It actually sounds familiar for some reason. I don't know why.
Or Baron Damon. I have not. Exactly. I don't think any of us do, to be honest with you. People who bid against us suck. Million Dollar Peddlers became a top-rated seller on eBay. Yeah, finally made a top-rated seller.
What do you have to do to make that?
I don't know. I made it. Looks like we made it. I have people buying postcards of Jim Beam decanters thinking they be getting an actual decanter. Postcard is the first word in the listing.
That's awesome.
Did you see, you've heard of Chopin, the pianist?
Oh, yes.
Chopping broccoli.
Yeah, you got that right.
They actually discovered a new waltz of his in his papers. He's been dead for 200 years or 300 years, and he's still writing.
They found Tim Waltz on his papers.
A waltz.
Oh.
Waltz. I thought that was pretty
jumping
neat.
Up and down on him.
They did, what is he, in love with Katie Holmes? They did an eBay fall seller update. Really no change in fees. Not a lot going on in this fall seller update, other than they're going to be providing more sellers the ability to easily create posts to share with your buyers across your social programs to drive more visits to your listings. My thought is that's kind of a double-edged sword, because what's eBay's big fear all the time?
You're going to tell us.
I will. That you'll make sales off-site. Well, if all of a sudden I'm pushing all of my items to my social media crowd.
Yeah.
And then they're looking, going, oh, that's cool. I want that. Yeah. Especially if I cross list.
Yeah.
Then they're buying it on a different site as well. I could see eBay then getting upset about that. Yeah,
exactly.
Did you see? Okay, Dawn, are you there? This is your job, Dawn, now, if you can.
Earth to dawn.
We want. Oh, you're highlighting that and you're on top of it. It's pronounced Baron Damon. Okay. Don, if you could search Rudy, Rudi Klein, Klein, the junkyard auction. Rudy Klein, Rudi Klein, junkyard auction, and throw the link in there. You've got to see this auction.
Yeah.
$29.6 million of stuff. Dude, They showed this thing that literally looked like a crunched in front end of a car, and it went for $20,000.
Holy cow.
I mean, these are super rare cars.
Yeah.
What this guy did apparently is all these years, he just bought the complete junk, but he bought, like a complete trashed out Maserati, a complete trashed out, just completely destroyed
got him for
cars.
Next to nothing.
Completely destroyed.
Especially if you got him how many years ago?
Yeah, right. Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
That is very cool. But e-commerce says eBay seller offers are not going to expire for 4 days. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, so anybody click on that link, and you've absolutely got to see some of those cars. You'll look at that later, Mr. Magazine.
I love
these are $29 million worth of $500 worth of scrap metal. It was just insane.
How many cars roughly?
Hundreds, but still.
Even if they're 50,000 a car,
one car went for like over $1 million.
Crazy.
Yeah, so everybody click on that.
It's a gold mine to people now, because what they do is they do the resto mods, which can go for $500,000 to $1 million. So say they're picking it up for $50,000, they put another 100 into it, then get $500,000 for it. So,
I guess, yeah.
And,
No,
and it's a dried up market. I'm sure these cars, it's not like you want to restore one. Oh, there's one over here. No, this is the only one
That's
available.
exactly what the thing said.
Yeah.
It said that these things
you
are
can't
so
find
hard to
these
find nowadays.
them. Yeah, exactly.
So hard to find nowadays. But
Yeah.
I mean, these are just
it's a total rich man's hobby now.
Complete junk now. Complete junk now.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, if you get a crappy one, you might have to pay $1 million for it and sink another $1 million or $2 million, and then look what you get out of it, or even more. Who knows?
Yeah, that was actually a nice car as far as
Yeah.
nice condition car.
Yeah.
But the others, yeah, I mean, some of the they showed some of those cars, and I'm looking at that going, it looks like absolutely nothing. It looks like just something on the side of the road.
Yeah, crazy.
A subscriber got May 77 Playboy booted for having a minor in it, which nobody knows it has a minor in it because I don't think it does. Just their bots are finding that.
Yeah, there's a 57 or something like that.
No, May 77 they booted on them. There's going to be Sean Connery James Bond poster art coming up. $387,000 is expected on it. It's supposed to be a classic one over there. But the winner this week, piece of mold, sold for $60,000, Mr. Magazine.
And what's rare about this mold? I'm sure there's something rare about it. Is it invisible mold?
No.
Is it an NFT of mold?
Those would be foolish to pay $60,000 for. And it's not like a little, it might be a little piece of mold like that big. It might actually be. I don't know how big mold is.
Dinosaur mold. Jesus mold. I mean, there's got to be something crazy.
It's actually a piece of mold from Alexander Fleming, the actual mold, part of the mold where he discovered penicillin. So that's actually pretty cool. I don't know if I'd pay $60,000 for it.
How old is this?
30s? 20s?
But
30s?
it's a better investment than, we're going to say it again, NFTs and the invisible art.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, think of how penicillin has changed so many people's lives.
Yeah.
And this was part of the original mold that that he discovered penicillin because of. $60,000. So some of these houses I'm going in may be gold mines. I'm just looking at the wrong thing. I'm not interested in the books, but do you mind if I scrape that mold off your walls?
Exactly.
This stuff's gold. Mold is gold. Mold is gold. Let me get a t-shirt. So I'm part of a train on Whatnot this weekend. They actually reached out to me. I think it's Ephemera Awesome or something other like that. There you go. Look at that. Don's doing extra work here.
That's awesome.
Don's doing extra work here. So have you had any luck signing up on any trains yet?
Not yet. No, not yet.
How's the networking going?
Not sure. Well, I do answer emails once a week Saturday mornings when the guy gets in there. But I keep up with that. Everything seems to be good. Yeah, no issues.
Can I give you something to do that you'll do in 12 years and then say, why didn't I do this sooner?
Sure.
Go on Whatnot and look for trains in the record category and see who's running the trains, or reach out to somebody in the train and ask how you get into it.
So here's my future Whatnot. My plans are. Okay. Because right now the guy that does it, this is his third job and he's limited. So I mean, I don't think he's want to run a train it's gonna be a certain time and he's busy, he's got a family, whatever. But so we do 8 to 12 on Saturday, Sundays, 33 RPMs. So he thinks if we do them from like 10 to 2, we'll get more sales because of the West Coast. He's probably right.
Yes.
So, but it's easier for us right now. He gets her at 8, and then at 12 o'clock, everyone leaves the warehouse. So it's perfect. I don't have to come back. Like on Thursday nights for comics, I have to come back and let them out at 8. So I usually come earlier and do some organizing, kill some time, whatever. My point is, I'm thinking of testing that time slot out after football's done in a couple weeks, where he does it from 10 to 2 and see if it really does, spur more sales. So then I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have him come back and start doing 8 to 12 again, and I'm going to take over from 12 to 2 or 3 or 4. So we'll do it for 6 to 8 hours. So, because I'm assuming sales probably will get more people in and stuff like that. And each week it seems to be our sales are increasing. We're getting more people coming in.
Nice.
So once that happens, and I can do a train at some point, because then I can do the train. And then we're also setting up a Whatnot area in the back of my shop for my niece. We're going to start her out on 45s, and we might give her 33s or magazines or something at some point after. But then that's going to be set up where And I just told you earlier, this could be the rambling story, but it's a good one. Anyways, if I'm at the shop and it's 12:30 and I'm bored, I'm like, there's nothing to do. Hey, guess what? Mr. Magazine is going to go in the back room and do a pop-up. Why not? Hour, 2 hours, whatever. So I see Whatnot growing in my company because it's like, we're leaving money on the table when we don't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So with the inventory we have, we can go on for
ever
a long time. Yeah. Magazines, 500,000 records, 100,000 records. So
you can list for a long time.
You got that right. You don't hear that word too often.
Oh, Disney Plus. Okay.
Very true. Very, very true. And we've sold many movies and magazines.
Your father and I used to chat often. I used to do a lot with muscular dystrophy, and I would see him way back when on News Channel 9 at the capsule. Oh, wow.
Very cool.
You may, two last stories over here, and then we'll get into the main thing. Did you see it? This hit the news all over the place, and people were acting all surprised. And I'm actually surprised, but for a different reason. I'm actually surprised that this took so long. Did you see what Topps is doing trading cards of now?
I feel like I did, but my memory's not what it used to be.
The Westminster Dog Show.
Nope, didn't see that one. Nope.
Yeah, they're going to be doing trading cards of dogs from the Westminster Dog Show. And that was all over the news, and people are going, "Oh, they're doing trading cards of dogs. That's crazy."
Are they doing relics with hairs on there? I mean, really? I mean, what's to stop them? Why not? Right?
I guess, yeah.
They're only going to grow more hair back. I mean, they're going to look weird with like patches of hair missing. But hey, it's going to a good cause.
There you go.
Very important, Don. Yep.
But yeah, no. But everybody was like thinking it's the craziest idea. I go, that's a really good idea.
Why not?
What are you talking about?
They did YouTubers. I mean, they had YouTuber cards. I mean, they got everything.
I know why Mr. Magazine is doing Whatnot so much. He's saving up his money because the following item is coming up to auction. And
honestly, if I didn't start Whatnot, I was thinking about this in the last 5 or 6 weeks. My bills would be pretty tight with these deals I'm coming up with. So luckily, Whatnot's giving me the opportunity to buy some of these deals where I don't have to borrow money from you or anyone else. So win-win.
Hopefully, it's also giving you the deal to buy Maurizio Catalan's artwork, which is coming up for auction. There are 3 of these that exist. One of them is being sold.
Okay.
The duct tape banana. So it's a banana with duct tape that you buy. It does come with instructions on how to tape it to your wall. So it does have instructions on how to tape it to your wall. I hope it
looks cool, because if it just looks like some 3-year-old got into the duct tape and it was going to eat a banana and they wrapped it around her. Oh my God, it's art, $1 million.
And $1 million, you'd be getting a bargain. It's going to be going for $1.5 million. So obviously it's better than that.
And it's a real banana. Well, I'm just saying, after some point, isn't it going to be rotting? And stuff?
I didn't really look into that. Maybe they shellacked it. I don't really know.
But the inside will rot.
I don't know. It's art.
I mean, whoever buys it, someone should slap them. I mean, really. I mean, it's just
really, Mr. Magazine.
Yes,
it was purchased in 2019 for $120,000. Now they expect it 1.5.
Well, obviously, if it's rotted, it would have done it by now.
So you want to slap somebody who's going to make $1.4 million off that purchase?
What I want to know is when it was sold. Is it the first time it sold was for $100,000? So Mauricio makes it.
Yeah, it's sold through a catalog.
I want to know how long it took Mauricio to make this thing when it went for $100,000. I mean, this is just crazy.
Well, bananas were like 49 cents a pound back then.
Before COVID, yeah.
And then he had the duct tape. That was a lot of investment he had.
Now, if it was duct tape like the Menendez brothers owned or something like that, then I can see value to it. But if you use a duct tape you bought at Home Depot, no value.
Did you see that the Menendez brothers are in the back of the Mark Jackson card and a Michael Jordan card?
Oh, a Jordan one? I didn't know that. Which Jordan?
You have to look it up.
Wow.
But yeah, those
Mark Jackson was a biggie. I didn't know about Jordan. Huh.
Yeah, some Jordan Upper Deck or some Jordan something. Some
yeah, the cards are going crazy now.
Yep. So the Menendez brothers are in the back of a trading card.
Stupid 90 hoops junk packs. Oh my God. Jeez.
That's exactly what I thought. John surprised they didn't do it years ago. There you go. Look at Dawn. She is en fuego today.
Yeah, good stuff tonight. Yeah.
En fuego. That's French for on fire.
Oh, good for you.
Jeffy's long retired 87, 870 vampire years. That's funny. That's funny. All righty. We will get into the main story. always be on the lookout for an opportunity. Take it away, Mr. Magazine.
Well,
if you see duct tape and bananas.
Absolutely. I mean, at this point, and not that I'm too busy for opportunities, I do take advantage of them, but it's more like give Aaron that. Aaron's the opportunity guy. So Aaron goes on Craigslist, Facebook, anywhere. He's got connections all over the country now. He's finding the deals which turn out to be opportunities for me and for him. That's really where most of my opportunity is. Other than that, the website was a great idea. We have people emailing me, texting me weekly, hey, I'm selling this collection, I'm selling this, I'm selling that, and they're willing to ship it. So for me, my opportunity I created was like having a website, obviously knowing Aaron and building up a rapport, a friendship, and a big customer base with Aaron, people selling us stuff, but you got to take advantage of it because you never know when it's going to run dry, these opportunities. For you, it could be church sales, estate sales, and I'm sure you're going to tell us what it is, but I'm going to pass it back to you.
Let's see what they said over there. Certificates have exact instructions for installation and authenticates that the work is by him. The real banana at the core of each work are constantly replaced. Oh, there you go. There you go. So you get new bananas all the time.
Oh, I wonder if you can do a chocolate covered ones or a peanut. I like the peanat butter dip cups.
Now you're just getting ridiculous. That wouldn't be art. One in a
peanut butter dip because I dip my banana in a peanut butter dip cup.
That wouldn't be art. What's wrong with you? Sorry. You always make a mockery out of stuff. Always make a mockery. I'm going to give you an example of an opportunity that I had that, believe it or not, I passed on, Mr. Magazine.
Wow.
So I was at the estate.
Antonio Banderas instead of me from $1 Million Peddlers.
Yes. Banderas was begging to be on her. And I said, look, you washed up has-been.
Exactly.
We're kidding, Antonio. We love you. You can be at the show anytime at all. That was humor. So I was at an estate sale, and a guy that I know came up to me and was talking to me a little bit. He goes, hey, you might be interested in this. I said, okay. So I just got a call the other day, and I went there, and I can't handle it. Maybe you'd be interested. I go, okay. This lady has.
What was her name? You can't handle it?
Her garage is completely filled with stuff. Like literally, you can open the garage, and that's as far as you can get. You can't.
That's nice, as long as it's not junk. But yeah.
He goes, she wants it all gone. It's basically free, but you got to take it all. I said, I can't do that.
Why don't you call me?
Can we look at an entire garage full of stuff?
If it's worth it, but at least look at it. We bring the box truck, make a few trips. I don't know, have some labor or something. I'm just saying, like, we would have to look at it. We can't say, yeah, we're going to take it, show up and take it no matter what. We'd have to see, right? I mean, yeah, I would at least.
Well, here's the problem. You can only see the outside boxes.
Yeah, but who knows? I mean, if that's good, it's only going to get better, probably. I'm sure she like dig through everything. Like, let's put
no, it's all just stored. It's just stored.
Let's put this orange storybook up front, so like lures them in.
And then I was at the house call where I got the JD Salinger, and I was mentioning it to him. I go, I know you got to get the house up for sale. I deal with other things, such as, even though I was there for the books.
Yeah.
Oh, you do postcards? Yeah, we got some postcards downstairs. They have 3 boxes of postcards.
Yeah.
Just put them on your pile. Take them. So I ended up with 3 boxes of postcards just by opening my big mouth. Believe it or not, I can do that. I'm kind of good at talking. But I'm always passing the business card out. I'm always talking. I'm always pushing the channel, always pushing this, always pushing that, because you have to, because you absolutely never know.
Yeah.
You go to the bank and you need a loan, or you go here for this or whatever, and you're talking to them. Oh, what do you do? Oh, eBay, blah, 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 blah. Here's what I deal in. Hey, here's my card if you happen to ever know anybody. And just always be pushing, always be out there talking, always be out there networking, because you absolutely never know when one of those might pay off.
Is this deal recent with the garage? Is it still available?
Could be. I'll see the guy at a sale at some point. All right, I'll see him.
Yeah, we got Fred. We rent up. Think about say it's good stuff, or if it's 30% good stuff, we got to fill up you get a U-Haul store. Who cares? You know what I mean? It's, hey, we got the manpower. Let's do it.
Oh, look at Mr. Magazine jumping all over this opportunity.
Fest. Maybe there's a bunch of records in the back, 33s. Jazz, blues.
Look at Mr. Magazine jumping all over this opportunity. He's already taken this episode to heart.
I'm surprised you didn't ask me for that, or Fred for that matter.
That was just, that was kind of a deer in the headlight.
Yeah.
And then, for instance, and then not only did I get the postcards at the house call, but I was talking with them, and then they said, hey, you wouldn't happen to be willing on this weekend to help us move stuff because we have to get stuff out of here. I go, no, I wouldn't. But random neighborhood kid would.
Exactly.
So I got him a job. I ended up going and helping him. But so now random neighborhood kid gave them his number. And so if they have other stuff they need moved, if they have electrical work they need done, et cetera, et cetera.
Good side job.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of
opportunities for him. Opportunities.
No, it was not planned. Hello, Super Cedar Light. It was not planned. Did routine appearances back in the 70s. Well, as a fellow clown, I've been called a clown many times.
The costume is worth a ton.
And then at that estate sale that I went to, the gentleman had a whole bunch of rock and roll stuff. And you may have seen the short that I put up about the stuff that I bought. He had a whole bunch of concert tickets and backstage passes. Well, I've communicated with him before, so I reached out to him and I said, hey, now he had a whole bunch of rock and roll t-shirts.
Ooh.
No deal on the t-shirts, he said.
How much are those?
I don't even know. I don't even look at t-shirts. But the consignor said whatever they're priced at is what they're priced at. That's what they are.
Call me from now on with stuff like that. I jump on that. We just sold a bunch of like vintage metal t-shirts for crazy money.
I'm sure they were asking, $50, $100 a t-shirt, I would think. I don't know. But this guy was a roadie and also a caterer. And so I reached out to the estate sale guy. I said, do you still have the backstage passes and the concert tickets? Enough of them to make it worth my while coming out? And do you have room on them? And he said, yes and yes. I said, I'll see you. So I went right there, went right in the room, and it opened 5 minutes earlier. I know people were not happy because they were looking through stuff. I just grabbed both bins. Nope.
Yeah, too bad.
Yep, I'm buying the whole bin. I'm not going to let you.
I mean, you call him and talk to him. So I mean, he's not going to have an issue with that.
No, he had no issue at all. Yeah. And he gave me the price. Well, that was where I saw the opportunity. I said, I know this is all rock and roll stuff, and Mr. Magazine was looking through the tickets a little earlier.
Impressive, yeah.
Pretty nice tickets
vintage
over there.
Stuff, yeah, 70s, 80s, yeah.
Yeah, yep, and that'll all be coming over to Whatnot. But again, that opportunity was there, but I had to reach out. I had to get the opportunity. Is what it comes down to.
Try and do a what?
Not train.
Raid?
Or raid train, yeah. Raid train, yeah. Or a raid, yeah. I've been giving away low value items not worth the effort of selling. In the process, I've gotten items worth selling once they realize I'm a resale. There you go. Yeah, cool. Yep. See, and that indeed is also working there with the being on the lookout for the opportunity. So opportunities are everywhere out there. There's a lot of money to be made out there. You just have to have your eyes open. You have to think outside the box sometimes on where you find the stuff and how you find the stuff. I would say networking is definitely 100% the best thing you can be doing out there. No doubt whatsoever about it. Your phone will be ringing from people you haven't talked to in 3 years. Are you still buying? I got stuff.
Yeah.
I've got 3 or 4 dealers that have for the past 5 years been telling me, when I get around to my paper stuff, you're the guy I'm going to call. They'll be calling me at some point. Yeah. They just haven't gotten around to it, which I completely understand because I've got a few items that I bought 20 years ago that I haven't gotten around to listing yet. But definitely do, again, opportunities are out there everywhere. Do keep your eyes open. Do network, and you'd be amazed what you have. When it all ends up, you get them with a $500 J.D. Salinger magazine.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to head on into the rambling story of the week. We're a short show today. Sorry about that, everybody, but I can ramble on for a while.
Good.
So the Buffalo Book Show was this weekend, Saturday, Mr. Magazine.
Okay.
Over in Buffalo, downtown Buffalo. It does make a lot of sense. At the Saturn Club on Delaware Avenue. So I said to Random Neighborhood Kid, I said, hey, let's go. We'll take Mrs. Papergoy. We'll go over to Buffalo to the book show. Then there's a Philippine restaurant up in Niagara Falls that Mrs. Papergoy likes. We'll make a day out of it. We'll have fun. It'll be good. Okay, great. So we're driving along. We go to the Saturn Club, park in the back, walk in. Great. This is one of those old style, like downtown area clubs. Big old brick buildings, beautiful old building. Walked in. The guy at the front counter, the guy working the door, looked like Mr. Bean and had a British accent. Dressed in a suit.
Maybe flew in.
Dressed in a suit. I'm like, I do this. Random Neighborhood Kitty does it. We look at each other like, okay. So he's doing the whole British thing, and the show is across 4 rooms.
Okay.
Which I've never seen before. Okay. We walk upstairs. First guy we see upstairs is a black guy that looks just like Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, dressed in a suit. I'm like, what am I being pranked here? I got to be being pranked here. Carlton and Mr. Bean are here.
What a stereotype.
It was Carlton and Mr. Bean. I'm sorry. It just was.
Mr. Bean collects exotic cars, like rare cars.
Maybe he collects books, or maybe he peddles books in order to do so. So we walk upstairs, 4 rooms. They're literally like almost like a library room kind of thing with, you know, the big old seats that you sit in, like the big old seats.
Like a king would sit in or something?
The seats like that. Yeah. They got those around. The dealers are sitting in those. They've got $500 book, $1,000 book. Somebody had like a $20,000 book. People were all like, oh yes, these books are very, very nice. Oh yes, this is this. I'm like,
they have gloves on and crap.
At least one of the dealers did. The dealers are all dressed up in suits and everything. And I'm going, I am so out of place here. I got my jeans on and everything. I go, I am so out of place here. Walking through, taking a look at the stuff. There's one dealer there that I know, and it was funny. And I feel bad for the person that's set up next to him. Really nice guy. But everybody's like, oh, yes, we certainly can help you with that. We've got this over here. Oh, you collect Faulkner? Well, we have a first of this over here. He's like, oh, yeah, I got a lot of stuff here. Oh, come here, take it. He's screaming. His shirt's untucked, half untucked. His stomach's showing.
He's got cheaper books, I'm assuming, compared to everyone else.
He's got cheap books. He's selling railroad lanterns. And he's the only guy making sales because he's got the price point, $5 to $25. That's what people want. They can afford $10,000 books. I have never felt so out of place at a sale as I did at that one. I absolutely talk about a fish out of water. It's just like,
yes, we got cold pitching.
There you go. So if you want to have a fun time next year, do go to the Buffalo Book Show and just be completely out of water on that there. Mr. Bean to Mini Cooper using the station for, okay. So yeah, that was a fun little show to say the least. I bought literally nothing.
Oh, you should have videoed it for the show.
I don't know if that cool. It would. I don't know if that would have been. Yeah, I don't know if that would have been allowed or not.
Do a GoPro or something. Hide it up in the in the hat.
Something rather like that. No, you don't wear hats.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez.
A fedora. Cut a hole in a fedora and put the GoPro right in there.
She'll class up. She sat in the car the entire time. She didn't want anything to do with it. We walked out and we were just laughing so hard, like, oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, no, there was nothing, no good deals to be had for me there.
It's about time. Jeez.
All right, everybody. We'll let you all head on over to watch the Yankees. When are your Whatnot shows, Mr. Magazine?
Well, first of all, happy Halloween tomorrow. We're doing a Halloween Whatnot from 6 to 8 o'clock, all comics.
Nice.
Yeah, all kinds of good stuff. A lot of X-Men, superhero stuff, like always. So, and then obviously, hold on, 3-0 Yankees. Saturday, Sunday, we'll still continue with 10 to 12, 33 RPM records. We're growing a big following there, so I'm excited about that. Making some money, paying some bills, putting a smile on my face, and then that's all I got. How about you?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. 4 p.m. tomorrow, all times Eastern, we are doing books. That's right, books. Saturday, we have a great auction as part of a train over there. It's sometime in the evening. Just check it out. Join the train. It'll bring you right to my spot there. And next Tuesday, 10 a.m. will be some great postcards, and 4 p.m. will be ephemera. Are you sorry you asked?
No, not at all. No.
And 4 p.m. next Wednesday will be magazines. That's right, magazines. So make sure you come on by. Pre-bids are always welcome. And we will see you next week.
All right. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.